Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to distill complex information and get you the essential knowledge you need. But today, we're doing something a little unusual.
A little different, yeah.
We're exploring a topic that actively encourages you to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Our focus today is the 20th anniversary celebration of Aria the Animation. Specifically, we're diving into the details of a new vinyl soundtrack release that has, well, pretty much instantly become a holy grail for collectors.
Oh, absolutely.
So this deep dive is all about understanding why this physical release is, the perfect artifact to honor a series built on themes of friendship, dreams, and that serene, unhurried pace of life in Neo Venezia. Okay, let's unpack this.
It's fascinating, really, because the series itself is kind of an antidote to information overload.
Right.
Aria teaches us the beauty of observation, of patience. And when we look at this 20th anniversary release, you realize they haven't just reissued the music.
No.
They've chosen a format vinyl that inherently, mirrors the philosophy of the show.
That's a great initial connection. This release is about more than just hitting play on a track. It's about the physical experience. The source material even says it's designed to help fans relive the enchanting melodies.
And the format is, it's everything here. We're looking at a spectacular 2-disc vinyl edition.
Right.
And just think about the process for a second. Putting on a vinyl record is a deliberate act.
It's a ritual.
It is. You have to clean the disc, set the needle, flip aside. It takes, a few minutes of just intentional focus before the music even starts?
Mm-hmm.
That mandatory slowdown.
Yeah.
It perfectly echoes Akari's life in Neo Venezia, doesn't it? Where the goal isn't speed, but appreciating the moment.
Yeah.
This is how fans can really experience those iconic themes in all their analog glory.
So the format is thematic, but let's be honest, the aesthetics are what hooks the collector right away. We know the first edition is pressed on some very sought-after colored vinyl.
Absolutely. We are talking about records pressed on clear blue and crystal clear vinyl. Yeah. And this isn't arbitrary. It's a direct visual reference to the core setting. The crystal clear sort of mimics the pure air and maybe the sunlight on the buildings, while the clear blue, well, that's the water.
It's the canals in the Venetian sky.
Exactly.
So you're not just buying music, you're buying a tangible piece of the show's color palette. It's a very smart, very visual way to capture that ethereal aesthetic the show is so known for.
Yeah.
It becomes a conversation piece before you even drop the needle.
Precisely. And continuing with the visual presentation, the artwork itself, where it comes from is a huge selling point.
Right. The set features some stunning jacket artwork, and it comes straight from the source. Kozue Amano, the legendary manga artist behind the whole series.
And here's a critical detail for the fans listening. The source confirms this is the exact same artwork used for the original CD released 2 decades ago.
Oh, that's interesting.
This choice is key. It's not some brand new commissioned piece for the 20th anniversary. It's a powerful nod to the series' very origins, and that just amplifies the sense of true nostalgia.
But doesn't using the original artwork run a slight risk of maybe disappointing fans who might have hoped for a completely fresh visual to mark such a big milestone?
That's a fair point, but I think the nostalgic payoff here really outweighs the desire for something totally new.
Okay.
By using the original art, they are firmly anchoring this vinyl release to the start of the journey. It becomes like the definitive deluxe version of the music that fans first fell in love with. It's about maximizing sentimental value.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the details you need to know. Because if you want this, securing this artifact requires a bit of a plan, especially with that release date being so far out.
Mm-hmm.
The official title, for those of you tracking, is the Aria the Animation Original Soundtrack Vinyl Edition. And the release date is set for December 17, 2025. So that gives you plenty of time to save up.
And speaking of saving up, the price point for the Japanese domestic version is 6,820 yen, which includes tax. Now, for our listener who might be looking at this from outside Japan, that price point, it's roughly $50, give or take, before you even factor in import costs, shipping, retailer markups.
Oh yeah, that adds up fast.
It tells us this is positioned as a mid to high tier collectible. It confirms high production quality, but if you're buying it globally, you should probably budget significantly more.
Good tip.
Oh.
And for the true catalogers out there, the specific pressings need the serial number, which is VTJL 4041.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, knowing that VTJL serial number is it's vital. Anyone tracking specific Japanese pressings from that label will need it. It validates this as an official limited run piece of anime history.
And it makes it more valuable.
Especially with that clear vinyl designation. This is a tangible artifact. Those specs are its provenance.
Now that we've established the format, the look, and the acquisition details, let's talk about the soul of this release, the content. Here's where it gets really interesting. This 2-disc set includes a total of 25 tracks from the original soundtrack. The sources say they were carefully curated to whisk you away into the serene canals of the Aria universe.
And when we dive into the actual track list, we move from just listening to, like, actively reliving specific scenes and emotions. The composers, Choro Club, and the vocalist, they just masterfully blend classical, folk, and ambient sounds to create what some call healing music.
Okay, let's break down the selections. Maybe start with the lyrical delicacies they highlighted on Disc 1.
Disc 1 really sets that ambient tone. The highlights include Gondola no Yume,
Which is Gondola's Dream.
right, Gondola's Dream by Choro Club featuring Sanu. That track, structurally, it's often the background music for those quiet moments of wonder, reflecting the simple joy of just rowing.
It's beautiful.
Then you have Undine Forest Mix by Yui Makino, and of course Yui Makino is the voice actress for one of the main characters, Aika. But here she provides this definitive vocal performance. The Forest Mix subtitle suggests a bit of a departure, leaning into a more ethereal, nature-focused soundscape. It just fits the calming world perfectly.
And one of my favorite tracks mentioned is Barcarolle by Aria Kawai. Now, for people who aren't familiar with classical music forms, what exactly is a barcarolle, and why is that so perfect for Aria?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. A barcarolle is a traditional folk song historically sung by Venetian gondoliers.
No way.
Yeah, the name literally means boat song. It's characterized by a rhythm that mimics the rocking of a boat, usually in a gentle 68 or 128 time. So having a track called barcarolle isn't just thematic.
It's the sound of the city.
It's the auditory foundation for the entire city of Neo Venezia. It just underscores that tranquility and the slow movement of the water.
That attention to detail is just. It shows how deeply the sound designers understood the whole visual narrative. Okay, let's move on to Disc 2, which promises a melodious expedition.
Disc 2 often holds the most emotionally resonant pieces. It features the track just called Aria, a key composition by Choro Club, with Sanu and Aria Kawai. When you see Aria Kawai credited on the title track, you just know you're getting that rich, atmospheric vocal that defines the show's most poignant moment.
Right.
We also find Mizuno Kagami,
The Water Mare.
the water mirror, exactly, by Choro Club and Sunu. And that idea of the water mirror is so central to Aria, you know? The reflection is often treated as just as important or even more beautiful than the reality. This track translates that visual stillness into music.
And finally, there's the uplifting Rainbow Acoustic Ver by Roundtable featuring Nino. The choice of the acoustic version specifically feels really intentional.
It does, doesn't it? Roundtable's work is usually known for its brighter, almost kind of Baroque pop feel.
Yeah.
So stripping that back to an acoustic version, especially for a key theme like Rainbow, brings this intimacy and warmth that aligns perfectly with the analog vinyl format. It's less production, more pure performance.
And that reinforces the whole theme of simple beauty that Aria is all about.
Exactly. They are truly the sonic backbone of friendship and serene exploration. Hewing these tracks through vinyl should just enhance that intentional listening experience we were talking about.
Definitely. And while the physical records are slated for December 2025, the source material does offer a bit of an immediate fix for that longing.
Right, you don't have to wait a year.
Exactly. If the thought of waiting for that clear blue vinyl is a bit too much, you can immerse yourself right now. The harmonious sounds of Aria the Animation are currently available for streaming on, all the popular platforms.
Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music.
Yep, you can find them there. Instant access is just a click away.
But here's the crucial counterpoint, especially for anyone listening who prefers the tangible.
Yeah.
The source material is very clear. The clear blue and crystal clear vinyl versions won't last forever. This is a limited first-run pressing.
So if you want it, you have to plan for it.
You do. If you value the ritual, the sound quality that analog offers, and that physical sense of nostalgia, this is a limited opportunity that demands action, sooner rather than later, even with the distant release date.
So whether you stream the music today or you mark your calendar for that deliberate pleasure of setting the needle down in December 2025, this 20th anniversary vinyl is just a magnificent way to honor the legacy of Aria the Animation.
So what does this all mean? It means this series, which embodies the beauty of friendship and dreams, is finally getting the luxurious physical treatment it deserves.
Right.
We have this perfect synthesis. The nostalgia of Amano's original CD artwork combined with the highly sought-after, thematically perfect format of colored vinyl.
It all just fits.
It ensures that the meditative quality of Aria is preserved not just visually but orally through the intentionality of the vinyl listening process.
And that intentionality brings us to our final thought for you, the listener. The source material highlights the joy of music delivered via this luxurious vinyl format. So why is this particular story one that focuses on slowing down, on appreciating serenity? Why is it so uniquely suited to the tactile, conscious experience of physical vinyl?
I mean, think about it. Digital music is instant. It demands nothing from you but a click. Vinyl demands a physical commitment. It requires you to stop, handle the record, and wait. Consider how that required pause, that deliberate preparation, mirrors the very deliberate, peaceful, and slow-paced life that Akari experiences in Neo Venezia. Think about how the format itself actually forces you to embody the philosophy of the anime.